Hey team, how's it going? Let's see, I got 2 pages of screens. Who else is on here? Wow. Mackenzie, Alexa, Kayla, Isabella, Ava, Ann, Addie, Aaron. We, we got our A's. Let's see, I'm gonna be Era, and we're all gonna start our name with an A. So welcome, awesome. That's there's 8 of you on here. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's start with this is an interactive conversation for those of you that haven't done it. First, let's start with Kayla, who's going to tell us the coolest thing she did in Mexico last week.
Um, I went on a hot air balloon, which was pretty cool, and I ate 33 tacos. So,
You
yo,
did one,
what?
like in one sitting?
No, no, no. Like throughout the whole trip, I ate 33 tacos.
Hey, Addie, Ann, turn your videos on. This is a group chat. You counted how many tacos you ate the entire time you were in Mexico.
We
Okay.
had like a challenge going.
Who won?
Me,
Her dad definitely did.
I won. He got sick.
You got your dad sick or
Yeah,
sick of tacos?
sick of tacos. Ugh.
That's awesome. Well, welcome back. Let's see. Mackenzie, what's the coolest thing you've done in the past week?
I dog sat Kayla's dog for her.
Yeah, you did. Bruno.
Hmm.
Bruno. Nobody killed Bruno. He was
We,
adorbs. He was
we
at the 4th
saw
of July run. Yeah. Alexa, what's the coolest thing you've done in the last week?
Uh, I watched the Hunger Games with my friend today.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
movie theater?
No, no, just at our house.
Nice. Like all three in a binge watching 9-hour marathon.
No, just the first.
Awesome. Isabella, what's the most fun thing you've done in the past week?
I went to the beach with my friends
You,
yesterday. So,
nice. That's
yeah.
fun. Did you catch any waves? Were there any waves?
Yeah, there were.
Oh, there were, because you're in South
Yeah.
Florida. There aren't many waves down there.
No, yeah, there was.
Very cool. Very cool. Ava, what's the coolest thing you've done in the past week?
I went to the beach yesterday and I worked for like 9 hours today.
Everybody went to the beach. Where was my invite? You worked for 9 hours. Ava's doing her first time working. Aaron, what's the coolest thing you've done in the past week?
I don't think anything that interesting is going on with me, but I don't know. I went to a library today for like 6 hours, and there were two very loud children for the last 2 hours.
In the library?
Yeah, I don't know why nobody was telling them to leave, but they were just running around like crazy
Oh,
for
that's
quite some
that's
time.
horrible. That's horrible. Nice. So the library, the beach, the dog sitting, Mexico, movies, and welcome to Florida. Oh, is she frozen? Anne, are you there? What's the most fun thing you've done in the last week?
Was yeah. Um, I guess just fly here, and before that, probably just like spending some time with friends and like going to Hamburg. Yeah.
Oh, what was in
Yeah.
Hamburg?
We had like a field trip,
Okay.
and then we just visited like an art museum. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got Kayla was in Mexico a couple days ago. Anne was in Germany a couple days ago. Awesome. Addie, what's the most fun, cool thing you've done in the past week?
I had a 16-hour car drive.
That's right. You
That's all I've
did.
done and gone to practice.
How was St. Louis? Tell us something fun from St. Louis.
I got second in the state at the state championship for their triathlon.
Wrong state.
I know. I felt kind of bad because then everyone who's actually from there didn't get second.
All right. So you raced. Did you do St. Anthony's? Yeah. You've raced the Florida State Championships. You've raced the what? Missouri. What state were you from?
Missouri.
Missouri State Championships. Okay. All right. Gotta go see how many. That'd be fun. One year should go see how many state championships we can go racing. Awesome. Okay. Most fun thing I've done in the past week was run a 5K, which is the first time I've run a 5K in years. And I made it to the finish line. So I'm very proud of that. All right. Let's move on to the race schedule for this weekend. Can you guys see this? It's all right. I got a thumbs up. Awesome. Perfect. Um, Flatlands race schedule. Is there anybody on this Zoom that isn't traveling on Friday? Is everybody, give me a thumbs up. Is everybody traveling on Friday? Everyone's getting there on Friday? Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. So that works. Hopefully travel goes smooth for everybody. When you get there, get settled, check into your hotel, test ride, build and test ride your bike. Okay. I want you to do a couple minutes of riding on your bike to make sure that it works. After dinner, if you're not there super late, do a nice little walk to stretch out your legs before you get to bed. That'll help you sleep well on the new time zone. So it is a different time zone. So when it's 7:30 in the morning there, it's actually 8:30 in the morning here. So technically we are sleeping in. Even the junior girls that are racing super early on Sunday morning, it won't be too early because we're an hour different. On Saturday at the race venue, the little mini kids are doing the rip roar triathlons all morning. So unlike last year at Nationals when we went out there super early on Saturday morning before the race, they don't want us at the venue until noon so that we don't interrupt the kids' races, and we're going to respect that. So you guys are going to do your pre-race run session in the morning on your own. You can do that from your hotel. You can meet up with your teammates. You can go on one of the trails, whatever you want. Get your run done starting before 7:30. So by 7:29, your Garmin needs to be pushed for start. Okay. At 12, tell your parents and be ready. At 12, I want you to arrive into the park. That's not leave the hotel at 12. That's arrive into the park at 12 and get parked. I'll also be arriving in there at 12 and I'll have, just a Walmart tent because nobody's driving. So we won't have the SLAP tent. I'll have the SLAP flag. So we'll all try and meet up somewhere, drop our our swim bags, our equipment bags, because we're going to swim afterwards. And then you guys will get started on the bike course. Since you are going out on live and active roads outside of the park, I'm going to either be driving my vehicle or have a parent driving one of the vehicles as a SAG vehicle behind you guys on the road just to make sure that we keep you guys safe and protected from traffic. So we're going to do that as a group. We will also have a couple other athletes joining our team for this course preview. We're going to have 3 junior athletes from the MMTT team. Their coach isn't going to be there on the weekend, so they're going to join up with us for the course preview. And then we also have Oliver Raker, who I know you guys remember from like Flatlands and Pleasant Prairie in years past. Addie, Kayla, you guys remember when Oliver would join us? Yeah. Well, his sister Eleanor would too, but Eleanor is in college now, so she's not going to be there. We're going to start bike course preview. We're going to get that done in 45 to 60 minutes. The swim course is open at 1 o'clock, so it would be smart to have your swimsuit on underneath your bike outfit for that course preview, so that we can just take your bike stuff off and we can get that swim done. It's going to be warm in Des Moines this weekend, very similar to Florida and very similar to here. We don't want to spend a lot of time out in the sunshine, wasting our energy overheating. So sunscreen on, plenty of water bottles with sports drink, electrolytes in them with you at all times, ice in your water bottle as well. And then making sure that we can get in and out of there pretty quick and get back to the AC and rest ahead of the race. Okay. So we will swim from 1:15 or so till 2 o'clock. They'll open packet pickup at 2 o'clock. So after we're done with the swim, either you or your parents can go grab your packet and everything at the race site and be ready for that. As always, at 6 p.m., we will do team dinner. I'll figure out what hotel we're at and let everybody know based on a good choice with plenty of room. All right. Do I have this right? Is it actually 6:30? Am I being crazy here?
Yeah, that's the right time.
Woo!
Last year it was at 6:45, so not much better. Not much worse.
You just have to tell yourself, ladies, that it's 7:30 Florida time. Okay? That's why I'm making you wake up early on Saturday so that we can stay on Florida time. We can stay on East Coast time. So a 6:30 start is going to require probably a 4-something a.m. alarm, maybe even a 3:59 alarm for some of us. And you youth elites, you just enjoy not having to do this year. Ava is looking traumatized already. Ava wants to go back a year and be 15 again. Yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna roll into an 8 o'clock junior men's start. That'll be Aaron, Oliver, Julian, Ryder, and we'll have that start there. Then for some reason, and again, I did double check this, there's a 2-hour break from the men to the women, and I'm wondering if that's so that they can adjust the course or something. I can't imagine why. Ladies, you're going to go at 10 a.m. It is going to start getting hot, so be cautious. And boys, you go at 11, which Leo is not here. So we don't have anybody here to talk about that. All right. So that's the timeline. Remember, once your race is done, it's your obligation to stick around and cheer for your teammates in those later races. We'll talk about that a little more moving forward. All right. Who on my call has not done Flatlands race course before? Isabella, Leah, Aaron, Alexa, and Anne, you have done this one? Yeah, I remember you there about 2 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So, Isabella, Alexa, Aaron, how many of you watched the course preview video online before our call right now, before our Zoom? Yeah, you've all watched the online thing? You guys make me so happy. Nice job, you guys. So this course looks familiar. Juniors, you're doing 4 loops of this bike course. You're doing 2 loops of the run course. Obviously, my little youth, you do your 2 loops and then 1 loop of the run course. All right. And the swim is pretty basic. This is the opportunity where we take those that have done the race course, and Kayla, Ava, Ann, Mackenzie, Addie, I want you to think of your favorite part and your least favorite part of this race course so that we can sort of clue in Isabella, Alexa, and Aaron to some of our favorite and least favorite parts about this bike course. Who wants to start it off? Addie's already turned in her race morning timeline, so Addie's just going to start everything first for us.
Okay, so my least favorite part about the course is the mount line. You come out of transition here and then you turn this way. The line is like here, but you have to make another turn.
Yes.
So it's
Here,
kind of
look at this.
tricky because people like brake check you. So make sure you run past the line and past that turn.
Okay. Can
And
you,
then
sorry, can you see where my mouse is?
mm,
You guys can or can't on there? You can't. Okay. Aaron, Isabella, Alexa, when you come out of transition, Addie, this is a brilliant thing. You see the red line is the mount line. Not only do you have to make a left turn as you're mounting, you also have to make a right turn to get onto the course. And as Addie says, that's all within about 30 meters of space right there. So we will do that as practice ahead of time. Good. Addie, least favorite on to favorite now.
okay, so my favorite part is the U-turns on the bike, and then when you go around the roundabout because it's not super technical, and there's about like 4 lanes of highway minimum for you to do the U-turns on, so everyone's pretty safe about it, and there's nothing that you really need to worry about other than the train tracks that are on the road. So
Good.
yeah.
Good. You brought up another danger. As Addie mentioned, this Grand Avenue, these turns around on Grand Avenue are very, very wide. You have plenty of space, okay? It's not like the tight U-turns in Claremont where you have 2 lanes of space or the the turnaround at the bottom of the hill in Jenny Lee in 2 lanes. So really wide, really a lot of space. You can carry those through. Very, very good. Awesome. Mackenzie, favorite and least favorite parts of Flatland?
My least favorite, at least at the time I race, like the junior female races, is the farthest buoy on the right is typically has a glare or like is in the shadows. So it's really hard to see and really hard to spot off of.
Okay.
So it makes spotting a little bit harder on the swim. But I like on the swim how you're able to do a fair amount of dolphin dives. So
Yeah. Would you say it's kind of similar to Waterfront Park starting or Lake Louisa?
well, yeah, I can usually like run in a little bit and then do like 3 dolphin dives. I can't run in as far though, but still a fair amount.
Okay. So similar to how we've been training here in Lake Louisa Claremont races. And then, yes, this first buoy over here that the juniors are going around is very close to the other shore and can be hard to see, especially at what time are you going to be swimming towards it? Oh yeah, 6:30 in the morning. Ava, don't have a panic attack. All right, good. Mackenzie talked about the swim. That's awesome. And it's been a while. What do you remember a long time ago from you were a youth when you did this.
Yeah. Um, but my least favorite part was the run out of the water because it was pretty long, and I feel like coming out of the water there was like I think like it was a little bit uneven.
It's
Um,
sandy.
and then like the ground changed because you went from sand to stones, and then it was pretty long to the transition area. Um,
You are
but
correct.
my favorite part is the run, because it's like pretty straight and you can go pretty fast. And you don't have that many turns, just 2 U-turns. But yeah.
Yeah. 2 U-turns. It's
Yeah.
very simple. Nobody will get lost on this run course. Okay. How about that? And you're right. This run from the swim into transition, which you can't see on that map, the run from the swim to transition is very uphill. It's very long, and it's a great opportunity to gain time on people in front of you. So thank you very much, Anne. Ava, favorite and least favorite parts about this course?
Least favorite was definitely, I remember on the bike, there were little dividers on some parts, and I was in the front pack last year, but it was like 15 of us. And then someone like people almost fall, and people are like hitting the divider.
Okay.
And it's like if it's
These
a
are the
wide
things,
pack.
these are things on the road.
Yeah, I think they're like
They have
like
orange cones because they like have like 1 lane of car traffic.
maybe it was the roundabout, but
They
like
have, I know on like Grand Ave they have cones that
Okay.
people run into a lot.
yeah,
All
but
right.
it's like that one street where you
They
turn
have
to the transition area that I
they
can't
have
like
cones wherever there's like a turn or something in the road. Like there's some by the train tracks, and there's some by the roundabout for when you go into T2, but they just kind of get in the way sometimes, so just be careful.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was the roundabout, but like if you're in a wide group, it gets really tight and like people were bumping up against each other. It was crazy.
Okay. Least that was least favorite is we're gonna watch where we're riding. Favorite part of Flatlands course?
Um, I liked that the swim was not cold. I mean, there was an E. coli infestation, but we didn't die, and it was warm, and I didn't have to wear a wetsuit.
Okay. All right, awesome. Finally, Kayla, favorite and least favorite.
My least favorite was that like when I was racing, it was really sunny on the run and there was like zero shade. So it was very hot.
It's gonna get hot for your race, yep.
And then there's also like a lot of gravel on the turns. So that's not great.
Running or biking turns?
Biking.
Where? These turns out on the highway or this roundabout area near
It's the
transition?
like roundabout area and you transition. Yeah.
You guys, when they say the roundabout area, they talk about this loop that you make on the bike.
It's like right where I was talking about on that mountain line area.
Yeah. Right out of transition, you do this loop. Kayla, favorite?
I like the run in the water. I feel like it's a lot more fast than just starting in the water.
Okay. Good. Good. Very similar to how we do a lot of our races here in Florida is running into the water. Awesome. What I think Addie mentioned, whoa, how am I moving that? Huh. Is that there are train tracks. And the train tracks are right here at this intersection from the park, in and out of the park, because the train tracks run right along the edge of the park. They are easy to go over, right? Have any of you had any issues when you go over them? Do they cover them? No. The good news.
One thing is make sure your bottle cages are tied on really tight because someone's wasn't and their whole bottle cage fell off in the middle of the race.
Was it at the train track?
Yeah.
So for Isabella and Alexa, who have probably never ridden over train tracks before, obviously we will have an opportunity to do it. It is you just keep going straight. You really it's a little bit of bumpy, sort of like when we're riding on the trail and we go, through the intersections and everything. But it's not bad. As long as your wheel stays going in what direction? Straight. Okay, you just keep riding straight over the train tracks. You don't take them at a curve. You don't try to weave your way through other cyclists when you're going over the train tracks. You go over them straight, and your bike will go straight over them. Okay, awesome. The only thing I've seen as a coach, my favorite and least favorite, is the swim is just visible for all of us. So if you're not the junior girls, you can stand there and watch the race before you do the swim so that you can see what they're doing. The run up to transition is very loud because it's long and the spectators and family and other athletes are lining both sides of this to cheer you on. Into transition, super simple. I love that Addie reminded us about the turn, and then out on the course. So my favorite things is that this is an easy one to be a spectator on and to see you guys and cheer you on. Least favorite is that I'll have to wake up at 3 something in the morning in order to get down there. All right. This is a good zoom in, and I know that this was on the video, but you'll just remember that when you are done with your 4th lap, you are going to turn back into transition, not continue on through. And same on the run, you're going to continue to the finish line instead of continuing on for more laps. Awesome. Super simple. Let's hit up the schedule. Everybody does need to talk. Did anybody's parents watch the video with them or get any information? You guys probably got an email with all the information. But If you're not there at 5:30 in the morning, which is basically just our junior girls, you're going to have to follow the other instructions on how to get into the park. That'll affect you and your mom, Erin. Isabel and Alexa, you guys will be there early enough that you come in the normal way. Um, Girls, it looks like swim warm up starts 45 minutes ahead of the race start. Aaron, yours starts at 7:15, 45 minutes ahead of time. Addie, Kayla, yours starts, guess what? 45 minutes ahead of time. And then Leo and Mateo and anybody in that race, um, they're going to start again 45 minutes ahead of time. So, what do we do 45 minutes ahead of our race start? Where are we? Anybody?
The
Swim preview.
water.
We're at the water. Perfect. Thank you very much. Good job, you guys. That is what you're building your timeline off of, is 45 minutes ahead of your start, being down at the water, ready to go. Mackenzie, name one thing you're bringing with you down to the water.
A jowl or a chew.
Okay, good. Ava, what's something else you're taking down to the water?
Cap and goggles.
You will get your cap that morning, okay? So that might be down at the swim start. If you want to wear two caps, you can bring that second cap, but your caps will be given to you along with your timing chip down on the beach. So good call. Goggles for sure. Aaron, what's something else you're going to carry down to the swim start 45 minutes ahead of time?
Maybe like a snack or a drink.
Drink, snack, and one more thing nobody's mentioned is maybe a towel, especially if it's a 6:30 and it's chilly. Maybe by the 10 o'clock racers, it's not so cold. But a towel to dry off with and just keep the sun off of you could possibly be a good idea. All right. Real quick, we'll finish up here. We'll go through this in 5 minutes. Just reminders for everybody when you land, check your bike immediately. Open up your bike box right there at the airport and make sure that everything's okay. If there are any issues, just text me and we can get started on working through it. When you get to your hotel, build your bike. Use it. Go through it. Go right around the parking lot. Shift through all of your gears. Stand up. Pedal hard. Make sure nothing's rubbing and everything is shifting well. When you're traveling and everything, make sure that you have a water bottle with you. We talked about always being on time for previews and everything. Don't be hungry. If I'm around, I'll have the snack bag. And then whenever possible, get off your legs. Okay. Night before the race, getting your timeline in by 6 p.m. by dinner time. And Addie is already ahead of the game. So good job there. Race day before your race, follow your timeline. Okay. Prioritize your timeline, not anybody else's. Don't wait on teammates. Don't wait on parents. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on anybody else. Just do your timeline. Arrive to the race with your tattoos already on and your race suit on. We're not worrying about finding bathrooms and doing water. These things are done before you get there. Because we're going to be cheering our teammates on after our races, make sure that you bring food with you for afterwards. Everybody needs to have a good post-race recovery food and drink. Maybe pick something up, or maybe your parent will head out and get something for you. This is not the time for social time. Before the race is not social. You can do that afterwards. And we talked about cheering on all of your teammates. During the race, as always, we're going to do just like we practice in training. We're going to be confident. We're going to be self-reliant. We're going to be tough. We're going to take charge of our mindset. We talked about the swim. It's very similar to what we train here at home. So quick start, fast run in and dolphin dives and get going. We mentioned the uphill run and mentioned that it's a sandy run when you get out of the water. The bike, I think somebody said it is relatively flat. There's one little gentle uphill. It's not terrible. Nice, big, wide 180s, like 4 or 5 lanes of traffic. Try to stay in the front of your pack through all of those corners. We're always striving to be the first one off of our bike in T2, first to dismount and first to start running. The run, it's going to be warm. Take advantage of those water stations. Pour it on your head, take a sip, stay hydrated, etc., etc. All right. And then we're going to race all the way to the finish line. You never know, passing somebody in the last 200 meters could be your qualifying spot, ladies, or it could be higher in the rankings for everybody else. Okay. After the race, you're going to do a 1 mile jog or put your bike back on the trainer and spin, eat your snack, cheer your teammates on, and prioritize hydrating afterwards. Okay. Try and wear some sunscreen. It's going to be hot and sunny out there. It zaps you of your energy and it makes everybody get tired. And since we're coming home and leaving on Wednesday for camp, I want you guys to not be super, super tired. Everybody say hi, Julian. Are you
Hi.
are you in Georgia Tech?
Yeah, I'm in a dorm.
Is this a dorm room?
Yep.
That's so cool. Julian, what's the most fun thing you've done in the past week?
Um, um, be in St. Lucia.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, Julian was on an island retreat. So awesome. Julian, you arrived just in time to say hi to everybody. And then we are going to end this with awesome. You guys are going to do great. Who is taking their trainer with them? Show of hands. Mackenzie, Addie, Anne, Kayla. No, Julian, because your mom's traveling with it. She's not taking it.
I don't think she's taking it. I can ask her, but
That's okay. Aaron, you think you can travel with one of our trainers?
Depends on how we're supposed to bring it,
You can
because I'm
just
not sure
carry
if we have extra
you
space.
can just carry it on.
I'll ask my mom when she comes back, I guess tomorrow. But yeah.
Okay.
You can gate check it. Like when you get there, even if you have like an extra carry on, they usually need people to check bags. So you just check it at the gate. That's what I always do.
All right.
Aaron,
If it's handheld, I think it'll be fine.
yeah, who are you flying?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll talk to your mom. That's fine. I won't see Isabella. I won't see Ava before we leave. I won't see Alexa. All right. I'm gonna work on trying to get some more there. So, Aaron, I'm gonna talk to you about carrying one. Kayla, did you say you're taking yours?
Yeah, I am.
Kayla, Addie, Mackenzie, and Anne. That's who said they're gonna take theirs. So, I'm gonna carry one. Try and get Aaron to carry another. Who else is in town? All right. We'll work on having enough there. How many juniors are there? There's like 7 of you. Isabella, Anne, Mackenzie, Ava, Alexa, Emily. That's 6. Emily will have her trainer. Okay, perfect. We are good to go. All right, you guys, have a wonderful evening. Get some rest. Say bye to everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.